Okay, apparently I hit the stop button instead of the pause, and I apologize for, excuse me, for that. Okay, so the way we're going to bring this back is to fill it in with glitter. So I'm just going to go around and then I'll come back and spread it out. So this, I'm just laying it down. Lay it down. There's a song by Chris Brown talking about laying you down. That came to mind. I won't sing it for you. If I was by myself, oh, I am by myself, but if I wasn't recording, I would probably be singing it right now. I had a friend, a best friend in high school, a guy who, he could turn anything you say into a sexual innuendo from a musical song. He had quick wit like that. It was funny. Okay, so now the glue is pretty much laid everywhere. So I'm just going to take the tip and not squeeze out anything and just spread it out, because you really don't need that much. A little goes a long way with glitter, and I'm using some Stickles Stardust. I'm not sponsored or paid by them. I'm just letting you know what I'm using. Oh yeah, and this pen set, let me show you the pens that I'm coloring with. These are some pens I got from Ross for 22 bucks. There are, how many are in here? Why doesn't it tell me? Oh, 80 alcohol markers. So that's what we're using to color today. Okay, back to our project. Let's get this spread before it dries. Like I said, I'm just using the tip of my glue nozzle, of this glue nozzle, to just spread it out and go around the flowers. Trying not to get it on top. I need a little more glue there. So I'll squeeze some out and stick it in there. So you can fast forward through this part. I am not a video tech. I am a middle-aged person who does not care to get all into that. There is a young person who said they could help me, and I'm going to explore that. I have no interest in it. Sorry. Okay. And maybe that'll come with time. You know, I started making cards back in 2010. And right from the start, people told me that my stuff was good and that I should sell it on Etsy. Well, let's just say I'm not really a technology person, even though I did used to work in systems when you had to type stuff at the C prompt and it wasn't all on a front end, if you know what that means. Now you just push a button. See, we're of the generation we'd be afraid to touch the computer because you could mess it up if you did something wrong. Well, they've taken all that and put it behind the curtain now, kind of like the Wizard of Oz. So you can't mess it up. Excuse me. And that's also dating myself, telling you how long. Okay, so, oh, she needs her shoes. Where is her shoe? This was so funny to make. Oh my gosh, it was so cute. I made her a little stiletto. Am I on? Okay, I am. Thank goodness. Because I'm a little vertically challenged and I don't necessarily see over that edge. Okay, the back of her foot. Where did I have it placed? Sometimes you need to have your Cricut up, have it on screen so you can see what you did. But anyway, okay, there's the front of the lady. There's the back of the lady. Now, I would do some shading. Ooh, one trick that I just discovered the other day when I was making these is if you use your white pen on the black, it makes it look like the hair has some dimension. But the trick is not using the white. The trick is using white and black together in a pen. I know it doesn't make sense right now, but I'll show you. Okay, so I'm giving her squigglies in her hair, her curls. And of course, the pen I picked is not working. Good thing I have another one. Haha. Okay, squiggly waggly woogly woo. We're doing the little magically thing, okay? So she's got nice curly hair. Curly, curly. Okay, she would look like a salt and pepper queen, which is fine. My sister is a silver fox. And she's younger than me. But she's a stressor. I'm not a stressor. Okay, then I go over it with the black pen. And it tones it down, but it's still there, but it gives the effect of movement in the hair. Okay, this pen is so dry. Po, baby, you've been working too hard. I appreciate you. You have done well for mama. Time to get another one. I think I'm going to buy that set that Craft Purge recommended from Amazon. I don't know the name of it right now. Here, I'm going to cheat and use my finger. Because that, oh shoot, that's why I didn't use my finger. I forgot about that. But you need a smaller thing to spread it because otherwise it will bleed the pen. Which is fine. It's okay. It's the back. It doesn't have to be as pretty as the front. I do have a spreading implement, I'm sure. Let's see. Going a little too heavy on that. I don't like those streaks in it from the glue bottle. Sorry, I'm starting to talk to myself instead of you guys. Could you scream through the camera? Hey, speak up, lady. Okay, anyway, she's done. Hair done, nails done. Now on the front, I do highlighting and shadow to make it look more realistic. There's not very much skin, but I'll show you what I do. I get a pen that is close to the complexion. Of course, I put my pens in upside down. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let's see. That's close to the perfection. I usually have a piece of paper over to the side that I can test it on to see if it's going to be too dark. That's too dark. So that's that one. Let's go one step higher. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's even darker. Well, y'all are in the wrong positions. Oh, no, you weren't. Okay. Let's go lighter. How about this one? Don't like that. Okay, so I guess I did use this one. Let me see. Yeah, it is. Okay, so there would be a shadow from her leg under there. I just touched the glitter. There would be a shadow from her shoe. There'd be a shadow under her, on her arm. If one arm is more forward than the other, I would make one arm darker so that it looks like it's one in the background and one in the foreground. I think there would be some shadow there. Okay, and if you wanted to do highlights, like create a heel or an ankle, just use your white pen. Oh gosh, I need some new supplies. Need to make a list. Okay, so she is complete. She is front to back cured. Of course, I don't have any chain, but you can imagine I would just glue the chain on there. I don't have any on my tabletop. So originally, I would have given her a belt, so that belt would be across there, but I don't want to do that. Okay, on to the next. No, through the magic of camera, we will show you the rest. Okay, I'm back. Now, I have done the backs of most of them. At least I've glued them together, of the larger ones. I'm not going to do the smaller ones right now. But funny thing, when I was doing the back here, I know you guys were probably screaming through the camera, that's her back. She doesn't have titties on her back. I mean, she doesn't have breasts on her back. So we made the her blouse gray to get rid of those shading things. This is drying, and this will take some time to dry. I might need to go back and fill in some of the gaps of the glitter, but this is how I covered up her breasts that were on the back and not supposed to be. But everybody else looks pretty normal from the back. Oh, and I resolved the breast thing. I gave her the shadow of a breast in the back. So I decided to color these on camera for you so that you can see how it's done, because there's a blue jean hack that I do that I want to show you guys. I take blue, usually actually I take blue cardstock, navy blue cardstock, and then I do what I do what I do to it. And it's no secret. I just hold on, forgot to glue her belt down, and she's the jean lady. I use blue paper, or in this case I used blue ink to create the jeans. But the trick that I do is I use a white ink pad to scrape over the top of the oh, sorry, putting my markers back in there, all trying to fall instead of cooperate. Okay, I use a white ink pad to just go over the top of the color to give it that acid washed or that distressed denim look, you know. Okay, so let's make her some denims. So we'll just use a blue pen and we're just gonna color her in. Being kind of reckless here, I don't know why, but anyway. Sometimes it's fun just to let your hair down. No, the black is not going to show. So if I go over the edge on the black, that's okay. Just her skin would not be blue. So let's make sure we don't get it on the skin. Oh, we almost did. Oh, that would have been horrible. Okay. Almost done. Hope you're in doubles time so you don't have to, if this is, maybe this is relaxing for you, so it's okay. Anyway. All right, so there she is from the back. Looks great, normal, her pants. I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit. For her pants, I think we did, oh, we did nothing. We did shading. Okay, let's get our shading pen. And let's shade the inside here. That's where there would be a shadow. Where else did we shade? On the side. So which one was her? Okay, this was her not to the light side. Someone told me that a long time ago. You just imagine where the light would be shining. And you just, the opposite is where it's dark. Okay, that could be shaded, that could be shaded, and that would be shaded. And under her hair, there would be a shadow probably. Okay. All right, so for her pants, I believe we just did lines. Oh, no, we didn't. That was on the small girl. On this girl, we did the lines on her shirt. So, black pen, where'd you go? So, we just did the lines on the shirt across. And she's got stripes. All right. Probably one stripe down there. Okay, so we had plain white pants and striped shirt. And did we do, oh, we don't have breasts on the back, so she's done. Oh, we need to give her hair some texture. Okay, so once again, squiggly lines, wrong pen, squiggly lines. Are all of them dry? Didn't I just use you? Okay, anyway, I don't know if, well, you know what I did. And for her, I would probably just do wavy lines like this. For her, I would do more squiggly. Okay, I think she's dry enough to show you my blue jean hack. As you can tell, the dye deposited, but that's okay. If it was the, you know, what do you call it, cardstock, it wouldn't have done that. So I just take it and I smush it on the blue. Kind of hard to get up in those tight corners, but that's okay. I'm gonna just take my hands and spread it. Okay, now the control with this, I really should have done that before I glued it on so that I would have control, because if you can see, I've got some white here on the sides, but I'll just use a black pen to get rid of that. And we are back to normal. And now you see how that has the jean effect just by smushing some white over it. Okay, her dress was, what was her? Oh shoot. See, that's what happens. We get so excited. I was supposed to emboss her dress, so I would have to take that off and I'll just cut another one and overlay it. Take the belt off and make it embossed. But I like that because it looked like it's Art Deco. And so this one I just glittered in certain places to highlight the design. But that is the back of all of my paper dolls. So what would I do with these? I think these would be great card fronts or mini album covers. What else? You can give them to your grandbabies or kids, depending on how old you are. I don't have grandbabies yet, but I'm waiting on them. I'm just knocking down some of the extra or the lumps and bumps. Now that it's a little bit more dry, I can do that so that it's a little smoother texture and not so, am I in camera? Okay, good. So it's not so lumpity bumpity. I'm just tapping on it to just flatten it out. And that actually makes it get closer to some of the flowers that I might not have been so close to. But, fun fact about me, I am a mimic. When I used to have a sales job at a Fortune 500 company, I will not name them. But anyway, see, so that's a smoother, better texture by knocking it down. Her breasts have been removed from her back. You know what probably would have made this look more like a back? If what could I have done? Maybe if this was straight, no boob there. You know, I'm learning. This is my first time doing any of this. So what else? What other tips would I give you? Oh, what color were her shoes on the front? They're black. So let me color her pumps. Oh, I made these pumps. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. I used a circle and a, what is the 5-sided thing? Pentagon. I skinnied the pentagon to make the stiletto, and the circle, I just used it, overlapped it on her foot and cut it. If you're a cricketer, you know, I sliced her foot to make this part, and then I just merged them together. And so now she got some pumps, and her got some pumps too. What color is her pump? Hers are red. So let's color that pump red. And it's an opportunity to color what I missed right there. In gluing down, I didn't, am I on camera? Sorry. In gluing it down, I kind of revealed some of her foot accidentally under there. But now that I've colored it with the red, you can't see that the brown and the white are showing. So anyway, I hope you have enjoyed my video. I will do the little girls off camera. See, my hands. I got glitter everywhere. Now I got glitter on my little girl. I don't like it. I know for like it. But these are so stinking cute. I love these littles. And they have painted faces. Yeah, how about that right now? Okay. All right. Yell out. I will stop being silly. Here's her mini. Here's her mini. No. Oops. Here's her mini. Here's her mini. Here's her mini. And there's her mini. My little paper dolls. I love them so much. I hope that you make one and tag me if you do. Please like my video. And subscribe to my channel. And make yourself a great life. Gail out. Peace.